Hi guys, welcome back to InSights, the series powered by the Digital Foundation. I'm your host, Terri-Karelle, and I am a proud partner of this project. To everyone, anyone who has liked, subscribed, commented, shared, we absolutely appreciate you. And what has been beautiful is that I've had the opportunity of speaking with different guests from different cross sections, different backgrounds, different aspirations, dreams, professions, who all have something in common. Either they are fully blind or they are visually impaired. And this is to give you an insight to what life that they have has been like. And I have the pleasure of speaking with Theador Subba. I hear everybody calling you Subba for short. A third-year student at the University of the West Indies, studying or pursuing social work.
Yes.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yes.
Me looking like a shiny shilling if you ask me, you know. Let me tell you something.
So I've heard.
Listen, you are, in case people are saying the Jamaica jersey or the kit kind of looks official, it's because it is. Paralympian, Jamaica's first visually impaired judo athlete at the Paralympics, won bronze at the 2019 Pan American Games in Lima, Peru, training to compete in Paralympic Games Paris 2024. Did you see your life here?
No.
Talk to me about that. You're originally from Westmoreland and you grew up right here at the Salvation Army School for the Blind and Visually Impaired. Talk to me about that.
Yes, so I am from Westmoreland, from a small town in Westmoreland called Grange Hill. Mm-hmm. I moved to Kingston at an early age, at about 3. Mm-hmm. I came here at about 3. They did not normally accept kids at such a tender age, but because I was coming from so far, the principal at the time, she did not want to send me home because my mom, no doubt she was young at the time as well when she had me. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming it was challenging. She left me here at 3 years old, did not know what to expect, leaving her child, going back home. I vividly remember the house parents telling me that at 3 years, my mom sat down somewhere around there crying when she was about to leave me. Yeah. And I was running up and down because this is, at 3, we get a whole big space running up and down. Growing up, I did not have that at home at such a tender age, and I couldn't see as well as how I'm seeing now. So I used to bump up into things. So coming up here now, I have the whole space because it's equipped to facilitate persons with vision problems. So I had a lot of space. So I kept running up and down, and they told me that I told my mom, say, you can't go on the cry. They told me that. It was funny. I remember that to this day.
Wait, you say you can go and go cry, because me I go run up and down and enjoy myself. I told her.
Yeah, because when I the home as me walk, I back up in a probably dresser or something, because I couldn't see good. But now I reach up here, the entire space designed to facilitate me.
Gave you that. Were you, and I'm going to ask this question because some of our guests were born blind, some of them visually impaired, some born with sight, lost their full sight. You told me you are blind in one eye.
Yes.
And visually impaired in the other.
Yes.
For persons who are watching who may still not understand what that is like, describe or try to describe for me what it is you can see, can't see, where are your challenges?
Okay, so for me, I don't have an eye deficiency per se. I don't have like cataract or glaucoma or any of those eye disorders. I was born premature. I'm totally blind in one eye, so not even light. So I'm totally blind in one eye. I have some level of vision in the other. I see everything, but for small objects and small writings, I'd have to put it somewhat closer. But colors, shapes, anything I can see.
Let me tell you something, and before I go and ask my other questions, and this is a very funny scene because I was supposed to interview you a couple days ago, right? We're all in the digital building. We're all getting ready for this insight. You seem to start laughing already. Let me explain it to you guys. You guys may find this very funny. So we're sitting down there and Theo is waiting on the side. You know, everybody holding a nice vibe and we're getting ready to have our interview. But then we are hit by this massive earthquake. Yeah? They have said it measured 5.6 on the Richter scale. I think it was 10. So we're waiting for the building to stop swaying. We are now going to evacuate. You look around the room, I never say Theo, I know the crew didn't say Theo. Everybody has to make it to the staircase, everybody moving down, we get outside the building and everybody depend on, where is Theo? Where is Theo? You know where Theo was? Out in the parking lot where he was supposed to be, all of us were supposed to be, chilling in the assembly area while we itch up beside the building trying to find Theo. And I'm going, oh, the man was calm, composed. Theo, how often do people take for granted or misjudge the fact that not only the blind but the visually impaired are competent and capable enough to handle their business?
For me, most of the time, I think it's comes down to not knowing. So when someone doesn't know something, sometimes they may come off as being ignorant, arrogant, or
Mean-spirited.
yes. So it just comes down to just not knowing.
Okay.
And unless you give that person the chance to show you that they are well competent enough, you won't know unless you give them that chance.
So people need to actually take the opportunity
Yes.
to allow you guys to show what
Yes,
it is that you can do. So talk to me about judo, because you're the first visually impaired judo athlete at the Paralympics representing the green, black, and gold. How did you transition? Because I know that you say you grew up here, and then Calabar, you're pursuing social work at the University of the West Indies, but then the Paralympics and judo drop in. How?
The Paralympics came into my life while I was at Calabar. But it all started here. Sports started here at the school, because here we learn everything. Even the thing about the earthquake,
Yes.
everything. We would do drills here. So everything started here at the Salvation Army School for the Blind. My first sport was blind cricket. That's my
I've
first
heard
sport.
about it.
That's my first sport. Then from blind cricket to the Paralympics, throwing the shot put and the javelin. Then the president, Christopher Samuda, he came to me and he said to me that there's a new sport being developed in Jamaica and he wants me to try it. And I went, first day I fell in love with the sport. It's somewhat similar to wrestling but has a bit more rules. And I used to, and as boys, we would play fight.
Right.
So it came as second nature to me. And I liked it. And 6 months later, I went on the podium and collected a medal. So from there, I did not stop. Because, mind you, when I went to Lima, I had a choice to pick between the javelin and the judo. But I felt more confident in the judo. So I chose the judo. And I did choose right. I got a
No,
medal.
you did. No, obviously. But the thing, Theo, is that you're talking and you're going, I try a new thing and I just decide to fall in love with it and I just, a medal and, everything cool and I represent him. Was it that easy? And let me tell you something. I admire your confidence. All of our guests have been super confident, and I think it's something that they drink right here at the Salvation Army. I swear, all of you guys are super confident.
That everyone says that to me, that they don't know what they give us here. They feel as if they give us something because our confidence is over the top.
Yeah, man. Did you ever fear transitioning into this new space and taking your skill and your ability to a new level? Was there any fear or doubt?
No. For me, I tell my friends, I tell everyone that I meet, if I have the vision that you guys have, the world would be mine. Like, fully. No, the world would be mine. That's the only thing that's hindering me. And, well, I wouldn't say much of a hinder, but when you have to be real, My vision hinders me from doing certain things that you guys would. But if I had the total vision as you guys,
nobody couldn't hold you.
Nobody. No, not even one.
I believe you. No, I absolutely believe you. Has there ever been a moment along your athletic journey, even with your confidence and your self-awareness and your self-belief, along your athletic journey or even your personal journey, was there ever a challenge that you thought would have been difficult to overcome, but you did?
Yes.
Which one? If you can share.
I can't pinpoint any specific one, but there are some things that was challenging, and then with the help of my friends and God, perseverance, overcome it. My friends, one thing with my friend, them have a boobs me and say, yo, father, that can't hold you, man. Just do what you have to do, dad. I'll give it a try.
How important is it to have friends like that and a circle of people who don't just cheer you on and just say yes, 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 are willing to have serious conversations but are supporters? How important is that for anyone?
All right, so having a good repertoire of persons in your circle, it's very good. Everyone will have bad days, everyone will have doubts. So it's good to have persons you can lean on to say, cheer up. It's not the end of the world. Try again.
Go again.
Yeah, so my friends at school, on Taylor Hall,
Shout out to Taylor.
Stallion Republic to be specific. My friends, they'll always cheer me on, or if they see me not going to training, they say, yo, big man, if you not go training, like a white boy, I go beat you up. You must know if you want that happen, I say, yo, man, you can't beat me up, brother. Or we'll be there and we'll talk, and if they see me doing something, they must say, all right, remember, say, you can't say too good, But we are there if you watch you and tell you if you are doing it wrong.
Nice.
But then another time, they will come and say, yo, you can't tell me say you're blind, Can we see you want to do every little thing what we are do? But then I tell them, if you and I are in the room and we're working towards the same thing,
yes,
I'm going to outwork you based on the fact that I know that I have a deficiency, you don't. So I'll try my hardest to outwork you so I don't get it wrong.
And that is something that Sean I realize that there is a commonality with everything that you guys have said, but it's nice when you have friends who are accountability partners for days when you may not be as motivated, but they're like, come, you have to do it. Now, before you went over to the University of the West Indies, you went to Calabar, and shout out to Rabalak, because they're one of the high schools that are a part of the integration process that allows there to be some transition. And talk to me about that.
The first thing, as you said, shout out to Calabar, like hats off to Calabar, not even shout out, hats off. Like I asked the teachers and I asked my guidance counselor, Mrs. Jennifer Giant. Sorry about that if you see this interview. I would ask them if they get any form of training to facilitate persons with vision problem. And they said no. And I think not having the training, they have done a remarkable job. I don't know how they do it, but they have done a remarkable job over the years. Talk
to me about some of the things you experienced at Calabar that makes you say, boy, for an institution that might not get the training, they are remarkable. Talk to me about some things.
As I said, here is equipped to facilitate us.
Yes.
Calabar is not.
Yes.
So Calabar wouldn't have the rails and a lot of things to
maybe the
facilitate.
Infrastructure.
Yeah, the infrastructure is not designed to facilitate persons with vision problem. And think about being in a school with 3,000 persons as opposed to here maybe 150 or 200. So they would make special arrangement for us. So for instance, lunchtime, we wouldn't go into the general populace where we would maybe get stepped on or get pushed down or cut in the line or so. They would put us around the teachers section, so we'd get to go there to buy our lunches. The students themselves, I don't know something about them. Yeah. So sometimes the guidance counselor will read and write our exams, and the students will as well. They would designate students to read and write for us. So they would read the questions to us and would tell them what to write, or the teachers themselves would do it. So it was a wonderful experience.
It's remarkable.
I mean, the guys asked me some stupid questions.
Like what? Like what? Because Alteria said in her interview that somebody asked her, so you can bathe? And she's just like, Auntie Terri, the ridiculous questions we get. Talk to me about some of the questions that we don't think about before we ask them.
First time I go to Calabar, a man asked me, say, yo, Charge, you have girlfriend? So I say, yo, why would I have girlfriend? I said, you can't see I said, Charge, me can't see, but I'm fresh on you right now. And
my smug turn up.
But and then like one day a teacher told me, and this was the most like I laughed so hard. The braille machine that we use as persons who are blind,
Yes.
it has no screen on it. So it's almost like a typewriter.
I see it with 6 keys, I
yes,
think.
with 6 keys and 6 writing keys, a space bar, something to go into the next line, and a backspace.
Yes.
The teacher said to me that, oh, Mr. Subba, I hope when you come here you will uphold the standards that the past visually impaired persons that was here, that they said, I hope you uphold the standard. I don't want to see you sculling classes, watching pornography on your braille machine. I was I'm like, sir, it has no screen on it. It was so funny. Like,
Wait, so you laughed all the way?
Yeah,
You laughed all the way?
Yeah, I laughed the entire day.
Oh, the crew is even laughing. No, it's good that we have examples like Calabar as remarkable traditional schools that are making space for blind and visually impaired students. What encouragement do you have for the other institutions that are still not making space? What encouragement do you have for them?
The encouragement that I would have for them is give us a chance. I mean, Calabar took a chance on us. I left Calabar with, 14 subjects?
Excuse me?
I left Calabar with about 14 subjects.
So basically, you're fresher than the people them. You're better than the people them. You're brighter than the people them. Basically.
Yeah. Nah, I really do all of that still, but because you are put it.
That's fantastic. So talk to me about, how has being a student athlete influenced just how you live your life?
Okay, so being a student athlete is very hard. I can tell you that. So I have to wake up 4:45 every morning out of my bed, walk about 15 minutes to the other side of campus by the Huey Bowl, where the Usain Bolt track is.
Yes.
Then I'd have to start training until about, depending on the length of the program, until about 9:45 there. And if I have classes, I have to come up back, bathe, go to class. And I'd have to do that, and then depending on the time in the season, I have training twice per day. So I'd have to come back again by 4 to go to training again. And then balancing that with other duties such as being the block representative or being the hall chairperson. I'm just saying, I wasn't the hall chairperson, I was the block representative.
You are the block representative as well?
Yes.
So you guys are always taking up leadership positions?
Well,
I mean, even the rooster agreed. I don't know if you guys heard the rooster. It falls in your lap, but balance is important. You're pursuing social work. Why?
So, one, well, everyone's end goal is to make money. However, I want to give back in a way that I didn't, or even if I did have it growing up, it wasn't as strong.
Yes.
So I want to give back. So I want to help people.
That is why you want to help people.
Yeah, I like helping people.
For, just speaking to you as a young man, you're just, what, 26?
No. Yeah, no.
You're 23, you're 21,
25.
You're 25. But 1 year. And I bet you, when are you going to be 26?
December.
But no, I knew you were going to tell me that, you're going to be 26 in December. But you have such personality, big personality, big dreams, big goals, but you seem to be somebody who back it up with action. For students who might be coming up, whether they are blind or visually impaired, or even the ones who have sight, what are your final words for them in terms of discovering themselves and finding something that they love, trying new things and mastering it?
All right, so my advice to you guys is, one, figure out what you want. 2, go after it. 3, don't give up. And then 4, surround yourself with people like good persons like I do.
I love that.
You should be fine.
I love that. Thank you so very much. I mean, I realized when I asked him about balancing him time, him talk about workout, him talk about school, him talk about black representative, him don't talk about how him balance him girlfriend. But you know what? We're gonna,
Girlfriend?
where we?
No, that part, that gone. But you have to have time for idle to, with your friends. Then,
You have time, yeah, you need time to idle.
Because all work and no play makes Jack a dull.
All right, listen, Theo, I absolutely loved your this conversation, and I think simply because you are light and you are so happy and free to be who you are, and I get the strong feeling that you've never tried to fit in anywhere. You've always been a leader, and may you continue to be a leader, and maybe next couple of years, maybe you'll be trying something else at the Paralympics. You seem to be someone who does not mind taking on challenges. And I thank you for your time and for giving us Jamaica your talent and representing us at such a very high level. Dapper, swaggerific, and everything in between. I wish you all the best and happy birthday when it comes, when you'll be 26, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
in 20, how much days? How many days?
Couple days.
Yes,
Couple days. But thanks again, guys. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this conversation, this particular episode of InSights, the series powered by Digicel Foundation. Again, I am Terri-Karelle, and I have a co-host, a rooster that has been just going off all the time. So on behalf of myself and the rooster, thank you so very much for watching, and we will see you next Thursday.